Please subscribe to help you and your motorcycle perform better.
Here's a preview.
Now, when you're deciding what motorcycle you're going to buy, whether it's your first or not, I would ask you to look at that component. Why am I asking you to look at this? Well, number one, do you have any adjustments? So that would be like buying a very expensive car and never touching the buttons. You never learn what the car can do for you. You never learn on a motorcycle what that button does. If we have suspension, are you going to buy a motorcycle that has adjustable suspension? If it has adjustments, what does it have? And it might come with preload, which is spring tension. It might come with rebound. And it might come with compression, which is also oil-based. So I would ask you with your buying criteria that not just it's this brand, it's this model in this color with this engine size, could you also ask the question, what does it have for suspension? And is it adjustable? And if it is, what do I have? And how old is the oil in the forks and the rear shocks? Would you buy a bike with engine oil that's 20,000 miles old? So why'd you buy a bike with fork oil and shock oil that is 30,000 miles old and has never been changed? But most of the time, because our budget only allows us to buy a certain type of motorcycle, because the fancy bikes now are $15,000 to $25,000, which is a huge amount of money. We're going to buy a bike that has nothing. So in that case, it's not appropriate. If I have nothing, what that means is nothing external that you can move, change, or do everything else. A cult bike, like a Suzuki SV650, you look at the fork, there's nothing to turn, there's nothing to twist, there's nothing that moves, it just is. But that's not the be-all and end-all of it at all by any stretch of the imagination, because if there's nothing external, what can you do? Well, you can change fork oil.
Catch the full video at DaveMossTuning.com. Dave Moss can tune your suspension no matter where you are on the planet via his remote tuning service. Contact Dave on Facebook or by email, dave@DaveMossTuning.com.